Hello, this is Jenny, also known as Sweaterfreak, here on Instagram and Ravelry. I'm a knitwear designer, and this is my little podcast, more of a catch-up thing where I tell you about my projects and what I've been up to. So welcome to my Knitting Lounge episode 3. I'm really glad I've finally been able to come in here and record a little episode for you because I've really been super busy with releases and tests and, knitting because I have to knit too. So all that takes time. But I did want to update you on, what I've been up to. So the first thing is tonight I'm releasing a sweet little wrap made in collaboration with Danny from Sunshine Yarns. And it uses 12 minis and a full skein. And you can actually see that this is 12 colors going from turquoise to yellow, and the number of stitches remains the same up until the very end. So which means you can modify it and use your own minis and use however many colors you want. So it's great for remnants. But if you are, if you are keen on doing what I did, I do have a knit along. Come and knit with us with a main prize. Danny has graciously provided a kit of minis to give away. And this is the prize. So it's this really nice kit of 12 minis. I can't even hold them all together. Anyways, there's 12 of them. So it's blue, green, turquoise. So yeah, I'm gonna open up the thread today. So come on, cast on. Danny also is gonna have an update tonight. So if you guys want to have a kit from her, you can either get this kit. It's called Daisy Jones, and it will include, I think it'll include the main color as well, which is this gray here. I wanted to talk about this wrap a little bit because I really like the combination of garter and a different stitch, which in this case is the drop. It's the drop stitch of the sort where I call it crisscross. You drop stitches and then you crisscross them, which I have a tutorial on my channel. This is a variation of Indian stitch. I modified it a little bit just so that we have less stitches to work with. And I think it's a perfect balance. There's also a little bit of slip stitches there, but I think it's a perfect balance of a mindless knitting as well as something extra so you don't get too bored, because garter stitch wraps can be kind of boring, and I think it's nice to have a little bit extra. So I think this is a perfect summer project for people to do, when maybe the weather is a little bit warmer. We don't really want to have heavy wool with us. And normally I do a knit along in the spring, but this spring I just felt like I wanted something different, and I wanted to just do a pattern and have an idea that's not necessarily a mystery. Something that's maybe a bit more simple with a little bit more predictability. So yeah, that's my spring wrap for this summer. This season. And that's coming tonight. I'm very excited. I know I have trouble actually expressing excitement. but I'm very excited because I've been working on this for a few months, and it's sometimes it's really nice to see the project kind of, end up like you envisioned it. What else? In the previous episode, I mentioned I took an Instagram break. It's been great. I highly recommend it, especially if you feel like social media is pulling you in all these different directions, like it was pulling me, and I was kind of losing ability to focus, which for me is really odd because I kind of pride myself in being able to focus really well. It almost felt like a vacation without spending any money, to be honest. I think that it even made me kind of reconsider completely being on Instagram because in the past, it's really been challenging to have engagement and to have my posts seen. So yeah, I don't know. I'm on there still, obviously, but I've been giving some thought to restructuring my process and maybe getting off Instagram eventually. So we'll see how things go. What else? 2 days ago I put, or 4 days ago, I put this tea for a test, which filled up quickly, although larger sizes are still open. So I'm wearing, you can tell, you can probably thought to yourself, why is she wearing tee with 2 different sleeves? I have made 2 different sleeves because in the pattern I am providing 2 different sleeve lengths, but for myself, I don't know which one I'm keeping yet. Maybe you can tell me which one do you like better. To be honest, I prefer a cap sleeve myself because it's summer. But I'm gonna keep both options in the pattern, just for those of you who would like a bit more coverage. It's nice to have a little bit more coverage for people who maybe don't feel comfortable showing their arms, or maybe they don't want to get burned in the sun, or this is a really simple pattern. It does not have short rows. It has these really clean raglan lift increases, which I have a tutorial for on my YouTube channel. So a few elements make this tee a little bit different. I know, I mean, raglan tee is a raglan tee, but I felt like this one is a little bit different. It has rolled edges for the sleeves and hem. So it gives it a kind of a luxurious yet understated, relaxed summer vibe. I used Zooey yarn for this from, I always forget the name of this brand. You know, so, June Per Moon, yeah, Zooey from June Per Moon. So it's the same yarn I used last year for my chillax. So this is kind of a same color. I had a remnant, and I actually went to the yarn store and I got another skein, which, you know, which I thought, because I'm gonna keep, initially I thought, oh, I'm gonna have elbow length sleeves, so I wanted to make sure I have enough, but now I'm kind of liking the cap sleeve, which is what I normally wear. Anyway, if you think one of them looks better than the other on me, please comment, because I'm still a little bit undecided. I have some time to decide, but I'd really would love some input on what you guys think, and which sleeves do you prefer? Do you like longer sleeves in the summer, shorter sleeves? Do you like tank tops? Tell me. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me for the past 3 weeks. I have been working also on a design with Miss Babs yarn, which I shared on my Instagram. I don't have it with me at the moment, so I'm not gonna walk away and come back. But on the next podcast, you know, I could, I'll probably show it to you. I have just a little swatch knit, kind of like a beginning of the shawl, little swatch. Well, and then I also, my next project, you know, I'm gonna try and work 2 projects at once, like I used to years ago. Before this one project only thing taken over, you know, I'm gonna try and do 2 projects at once again. A tank top also, which I really like summer knit tank tops and tees, because obviously, you know, you get to choose what you're wearing, and they're easy to knit, easy and fast, because they don't have sleeves. No sleeve island unless you choose this length, and even then it's like half a sleeve. And also, what I've done in the past month, I've decided to order some cheap knitting treats from Temu, whatever, to see how they compare to the real thing. So I ordered these stitch markers, flower stitch markers. I know these are sold on Etsy, but they're not actually being shipped to Canada, so I didn't feel too bad about getting an alternative, and they seem pretty sturdy to me. They come in all these different colors. They're so cute. To be honest though, I only use clover markers, but I thought, why not, you know? And I was really interested in trying these Barbara cords. They're not Barbara cords, but I don't know. I don't actually own Barbara cords, but I wanted to see whether this concept worked. I'm kind of unconvinced so far. And the third item I've ordered, I haven't used it yet. These knit blockers, and I own 2 of the original ones, but these seem like they're comparable for half the price. But we'll see how they, like I said, I haven't used them yet. So let's see if they rust. If they rust, that's a no. Yeah, so I will report after I use all these goodies. So these are just, they're like a knockoff. can always use extra. So I wanted to see how they compare, so I'll report maybe next episode. And that's pretty much it for this month. After my tank top is done, I haven't even cast it on, but after that's done, I will be switching my gears for the winter season. Are you excited? I know I am. It's hard for me to get excited for winter because summer hasn't even started yet, but you know how it is with knitting. You have to be a season ahead or 2 seasons ahead. Anyway, do check out my release tonight. And Danny has an update as well. I thought I'd mention that too. If you are my newsletter subscriber, you will be getting an email tonight with an extra discount code like you always do, with a link to the kit and everything. But so if you're not my subscriber, please do subscribe if you want the extra discount. And that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for joining me for my little internet corner.